Howdy folks, I just wanted to run down my setup for the Breakbeat Ludwig kit that I have, that I talked about in my music room tour video, but I didn't explain the cymbals that I've got. And now I have all the cymbals for the kit, and I just want to do like a gear rundown of everything that I have. Now I'm a Zelgin guy. I love Zelgin ever since I was a little kid. Probably about the age of 9 or 10. I fell in love with Zelgin, and they've always been my favorite cymbals. But I noticed recently, musiciansfriend.com had a sale on some Sabians because they're changing the logos over and everything, so they're trying to sell out all the old Sabian logoed cymbals. And so I was like, well, they got some specials going, so I'll just go ahead and grab some Sabians. I was a little curious in how they sounded anyway, and I've never played a full set of Sabians anyway, so I was like, well, let's give them a try. So I got a full set for the 4-piece kit. It's a 4-piece Ludwig, just a simple setup. 16 kick, 10 rack tom, 13 floor tom, 14 snare. And I was thinking of what to put on this kit. And of course, I was going to do Zelgin, as always, because Zelgin are pretty much the cymbals that I love. But I was like, let's try these good deals they got going on musiciansfriend.com and just pick up some Sabians, just to mess around with. So I ordered, on Musician's Friend, I ordered a AAX 16-inch ISO crash with the raw bell and the holes drilled. It's a very, I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of a nice, not your traditional crash, but it's like an effects crash. It has kind of a trashy, kind of, almost use it as a hand percussion cymbal. Very sensitive to any type of hit, even with your hand. And so I was like, I've never tried that before, so let's just make it my primary crash. Because I usually get traditional crashes. So I grabbed that one, and it's very, very nice. I love the raw bell. It's very cool. And then I ordered on Musician's Friend, I got the ride cymbal, and they were having a deal on the 20-inch AAX Stadium ride with the raw bell. And I was like, let me try that. It was a pretty good price, so I went ahead and purchased it. And I really like it. It's very nice. I love the raw bell on it. It has a very clear stick definition. I never did this one with the stick, but here's how this one sounds. Has a very nice bell. Good crash sound. So these two cymbals were purchased from Musician's Friend, and this cymbal as well. The story on this cymbal is, this is actually a 13-inch splash cymbal that I turned into a set of hi-hats. And that's kind of a long story, but I'll tell you about that. In place, what this used to be here, where this cymbal is. This cymbal here is a 10-inch AAX splash. And I got it from Memphis Drum Shop, actually. And what had happened was I had purchased a set of 13-inch AAX Sabian accelerator hats on musiciansfriend.com, and with the stipulation to Musician's Friend, I told them to hold any of that type of cymbal, the 13-inch accelerators, with the original logo, and to get back to me and let me know if they had those in stock. She actually emailed me back and said that they no longer had the original logo accelerators and that they had the new logo. And I was like, well, I had just purchased this symbol, and this symbol, and they all had the original logo. So I was kind of, nothing against the new logo. I think it's pretty cool. But I already had all these other symbols with the original logo, and I was like, well, they're not going to match. So I got the accelerator hats in on Musician's Friend. I really liked them. They were nice sounding hats. But I had got them and with the intention of trading them in for some hats at Memphis Drum Shop, that all matched, the same original logo. So I get to Memphis Drum Shop, and they actually didn't have a few things that I was looking for. So I was like, well, they had everything I needed. They just didn't have a particular model that I was looking for at the time. So I figured, well, I brought some cymbals with me to trade, just in case, to use for, to save a little money. So I brought the 13-inch accelerator hats with me, and with a few Zelgin lower end cymbals that I threw in the cymbal bag with me, just to use for collateral on something else that I could get in the store, for store credit. So what I ended up doing was, basically I bought another 13-inch salsa splash, the exact same model. Now these two cymbals, they're not traditionally hi-hats. They're traditionally meant for a hand splash, for hand percussionists, or you can use it with a stick. And so I decided, well, it's the size that I want, and it's a little bit cheaper to just grab that splash. And I already had an El Sabor 13-inch splash at home, so I was like, well, let's just put them together and make hi-hats. And to my great surprise, they actually sound really good paired together as hi-hats, which I originally, I wasn't sure how they were going to sound. But they're both pretty thin cymbals, but they actually sound really good. It's like a thin hi-hat, pretty much. It's basically what it is. But it's a non-traditional pair of hi-hats. But I thought, hey, that's a little different. It's something pretty cool to try out. And to my great surprise, I actually really like them as a set of hi-hats. Now, I'm still going to go to Memphis Drum Shop and get probably one more crash like this with the original logo. And it's going to be the 18-inch. And I'll probably just put it over here, above the ride cymbal. But so all in all, I got this cymbal from musiciansfriend.com, the 13-inch splash. I got the 16-inch ISO crash from Musician's Friend. I got the 20-inch stadium ride from Musician's Friend. And then I got the another one of these, which is underneath right here, from Memphis Drum Shop, and the splash from Memphis Drum Shop. So now everything matches, all original logos. And I'm gonna have to hurry because I need to go to Memphis Drum Shop before they sell all of the Sabians with the original logos out and make a few purchases. So I may actually go ahead and complete the setup. To complete my setup the way I really want it, one more crash, one more China or a China symbol, and probably one more splash, and that'll be it. The whole set will be done. But really, it's complete, you know. For a 4-piece kit, this is really all you need. But, you know, me being the way I am, I like to add, you know, little extra things to the setup. But all in all, you know, you pretty much don't need anything else. It's a good little kit. I like it very much and very happy with it. And I'm very happy with the Sabians. They sound great. But I will always be a Zelgen guy. Always. Zelgen is by far my favorite cymbal brand. And it will always be. But I'll probably purchase a couple of other cymbal brands and try them out as well. Just to have a, you know, big collection of cymbals and stuff. Just for fun. But anyway, I just wanted to show y'all that setup and the recent complete setup of the Breakbeat kit. And that is everything. And y'all have a good one, and thanks for watching. Goodbye.